Hi, I'm Jacynda, and I'm here to tell you about the TYME Iron. I have my model Veronica here today. We're going to take her hair from nice, sleek, and straight into a great, perfectly undone hairdo. So we're going to take our first section. I'll start with a really undone curl. I'm going to flatten my section. I'm going to rotate the power light towards her head and then travel towards myself. And then I'm going to elongate the curl to have a nice undone curl. I'm going to go in and progressively make these curls slightly more curly. And then I'm going to slightly rotate more and then still drop down the end of the curl. So you can see how this is slightly more elevated. And then the next one I'll elevate even more. So this one I'm rotating more at the top. I'm taking a little more time at the root area, and then I'll walk down at the end. Okay, for the money piece, we're going to go in and I want to really frame around her eyes. So I'm going to make sure the rotation starts right above her eye, and then we'll drop out because I want to elongate the look. So we go in, rotate right away. I'm using a lean back curl, and then I'm really going to elongate, but keep it turned so that I have a nice curl in there. A good approach when you're curling with the TYME iron is to have a vertical section which aligns with the plaits and how you approach the hair. So you go in, pinch the hair, grab it out, and then you have a nice section that matches the plaits. That way when you approach the hair, it sets you up for a really successful curl that is nice and smooth at the top. We're gonna go in, close and rotate. Drop down at the end. And then set your curl into place. If you have it not set perfect when you first grab it, you can go ahead and reset the curl a bit and shape it how you want. So as it cools, because where hair cools is where it stays. On this piece, when I want to adjust the bottom, because right here I can see a continuous bump coming, so I want to change up how this curl looks at the bottom. So instead of redoing the whole piece, you can pick up in the valley, rotate more in this case, and then draw down. That way you can change up so that your curls aren't looking exactly the same. So for the face frame piece on the right, I really want to make it kind of equal with the other one. So I'm going to go in, close and rotate. I know I wanted more volume on it to begin, and then really elongate the bottom, just like I've been doing around the hair. And then if it doesn't turn out exactly perfect, you can always break it up and see how it looks. In this, we want you to really see the whole look come together and then judge the whole look as a whole instead of every curl individually. It'll save you a lot of time. So when you get to the end of the style and you think you're about done, this is where you can really look at the whole style and see where you might want more volume. So what we usually do is add in some pick-me-up curls. So I'm going to take a partial portion of the curl. I'm going to go in and rotate, and then I'm going to drop it in the valley, and then you get more curl up higher. So you have more movement up high when you do a pick-me-up curl. I usually put in about 6 to 8 pick-me-up curls when I want it to look more organic and have more movement at the top. So now I want to show you the difference between the initial curling and then adding in the pick-me-up curls. Here's the initial curl. You can see how they kind of conform together and all hit in the same areas. and adding in a few pick-me-up curls, how it adds in dimension up here at the top so you have more movement and it makes it look a little more organic. And then I just want to match that on the right, so I'm going to grab a couple pieces and do pick-me-up curls over here. I'm just going to add in 3 on this side. So we have peak, valley, peak. I'll go in, close, rotate, drop it in the valley, and then you've got a pick-me-up curl. If your peak, valley, peak is here, you go into the valley, close and rotate, and then you can elongate that curl or change up that curl so that it looks better at the bottom as well. So in the back, I'm just going to add 2 more. And here's how much more organic it looks just by putting 2 pick-me-up curls in there. So now I'm going to go in with Big Time and really break up the look, give it some more volume up here to make it look really lived in and perfectly undone. Going to just take a horizontal section, spray it a couple times. Now you just go in and massage the scalp. When you want to refresh the volume, you can go in and just give yourself a little scalp massage. When you're looking to hold a face frame exactly in its place, you love that money piece, we're going to go in and lift, spray it, because where hairspray dries is where it stays. With this money piece over here, we really want to make sure it's staying out of our eye. So I really want to lift it, spray underneath because I want to create that lift. I want to let it dry and then set it in place.